Tomorrow is Futures Day, so we're going to get ready for it today on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast.
You are Locked On NFL Scouting with the Draft Dudes, your daily podcast for NFL and college football scouting. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's better than this? It's guys being dudes here on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast. We're the Draft Dudes. I'm Joe Marino from Locked On Bills. He's Kyle Krabs from Locked On Dolphins. And we are your NFL experts here with you daily to talk team building across the league on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast with the Draft Dudes, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. One issue, a big thank you, shout out, and welcome to our everydayers. Those of you who never miss a single episode, we appreciate y'all being here very, very much. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Football season is around the corner. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now.
Joe, let's do some homework here for FanDuel's futures. Kind of like you alluded to this in the pre-show. It's going to kind of play out like takes on takes.
Yeah.
Where we're getting takes from FanDuel's futures with their lot of fun futures, like combo bets and props, like getting all into that kind of stuff. And it'll be fun. And this is the perfect kind of bridge show on the calendar for what is looming in the next 36 to 48 hours. So I was really fired up that you came up with this idea because it is that awkward limbo. There's no NFL games this weekend. The cuts are happening, but they're not due until for tomorrow.
The soft cuts are happening.
The soft cuts, the proactive cuts. Or have you seen anybody that like you'd be interested in?
No.
You guys cut Zy Alexander. Did I see that?
Yeah.
Wave
well, he's been on a team for like 3 days.
He's a bit of a flag there. I think he did all 4 teams this summer.
Yeah,
Logan Brown, the Kansas tackle, waived by Minnesota. I'm a little interested.
All right.
Toolsy guy. That's the name that I have so far. It'd be like, yeah. Bring him in for a cup of coffee. Let's find out.
We got to sign him to your 53, though. That's
right.
The hard part, right?
Well, I don't know. It's some of these. You see
teams.
Offensive line trades happening left and right now.
Fred
Johnson went back to Philadelphia.
Yeah, would Howie do 3 trades on Sunday?
Yeah, he got his rocks off for sure.
Just
hit Darian Kennard back to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Or wait, Darian Kennard, he got traded to Green Bay, right?
I think so. He's won the last 3 Super Bowls, isn't that
right? That's why I pulled back saying got traded back to Green Bay. But yeah, he was on Kansas City for 2 straight, and then went to Philly, and then won on Philly.
I tell you, every team should have been in on trading for Darian Kennard. This obviously is a glue guy for Super Bowl championships.
It's the new 25 rushing, like your win percentage when your starting running back runs the ball 25 times, right? Well, just hand the ball off the first 25 plays of the game, you'll win the game.
Correlation versus causation, right? Big words.
That's big words for us.
I know. On a Monday morning, coming in hot,
Well done.
All right, shall we? I'm going to throw out some of these future specials that you can find over at FanDuel, and we'll debate them. And one thing I'm going to try to do here is you have to have plus odds, right? So we're not going to go with the softballs here. We're going to go with stuff that is plus odds. So here's the first one I'll throw at plus 130. You can get this. The NFC South to have more regular season wins than the AFC South.
Plus 130?
Plus 130.
I'm not touching this.
You think that the AFC South has more wins than the NFC South?
I think the floor. Should we do the thing?
I think we got to do the thing.
All right. So Tampa's got a chance to win
11 games.
I was going to say 10 to 12 games.
Okay, 11.
So do you want to put it on the high end? You want to put it on the low end? You want to put it in the middle?
I think the middle, 11.
Okay. The Atlanta Falcons,
9.
I was going to say 8 to 10.
Okay, so 9.
So 9.
Okay.
The Carolina Panthers,
7. 7. Okay.
New Orleans Saints. We're in trouble.
2.
Oh, we got
3.
Let's give them 3.
All right. That's
How many
30.
wins is that? That's 30 wins?
30 wins.
Okay. The Houston Texans.
11.
You want to give them 11? I was going to say 10. You say go 10.5 to make this interesting coming down the stretch?
Sure. Well, there will be no ties. All right.
10.5. Who do you want to go with in second place?
Jaguars. 8.
It should be, 8.
Okay.
The Colts.
7, 8.
Give them 8. It's
Okay.
about where they've been. That's equilibrium for Indy is about 8 right now. What's that put us at? 26.5?
6.5. It's going to be tight.
I'll go Tennessee. I don't know. Like
if they get 4, that's more.
Right. And you could tell me Tennessee finishes potentially as high as second in that division. I might believe you with the schedule, with Cam Ward. They've got their questions defensively, but they're well invested with the running game. I think the Cam Ward, Calvin Ridley experience is going to be humming hot. I think if Cam Ward plays well, it puts them in front of Indy from a quarterback play perspective with what our candidates are there. I would not be surprised if Houston doesn't finish last in this division, and therefore, or if Tennessee doesn't finish last in this division, and therefore I would take the AFC South win total over the NFC South win total. So I don't know that plus 130 is good enough to tempt me
All right.
to bite on this FanDuel's Futures Day homework assignment.
I think the NFC South has more wins.
Oh, so we disagree.
Yeah, I would take this one.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
How about this one? You can get the Broncos to make the playoffs and the Bengals to miss the playoffs at plus 230.
Oh, I might be on this one.
It's a good payout on that.
That is.
I think we both see the Broncos as a playoff team, right?
Yeah. And it's a math game for Cincinnati, right? It's like, this is the grand experiment of how great an elite combination of a handful of players in the offensive passing game can carry you. Because they have their questions on the offensive line. They have all the questions on defense. What is Trey Hendrickson's situation? They play in the North where Pittsburgh's expected to be competitive and Baltimore is a wagon. I'm in. I think they're leveraging the Joe Burrow aura.
Yeah, 3 years in a row he's going to miss the playoffs. Is that really going to happen? It won't be Joe Burrow's fault, I'll tell you that.
It will not be Joe Burrow's fault.
This one's spicy. Plus 500. Saints, Browns, and Titans. Got it? Saints, Browns, and Titans.
Okay.
They all finished last in their division. Plus 500. What don't we know?
It's just a 3-leg combo, right? And
yeah,
I just got done saying I would not be surprised if Tennessee does not finish last, but at plus 500 with what I feel is two other very black and white outcomes for the Saints and the Browns, I'd probably sprinkle a little something on that just because I think the payout odds make it worth it, even though I don't think Tennessee has a pretty fair chance to not finish in last place.
Yeah, that one feels pretty good at plus 500. Let's do this one, then we'll get into some other stuff on the other side of it. Where'd it go? Dolphins, Browns, Saints, and Titans. Dolphins, Browns.
I don't like this company that the Dolphins are keeping.
To each miss the playoffs, plus 100.
Dolphins, Browns, Saints, and Titans.
Yeah.
So the combination of 4 dead last teams that we had, plus Miami.
Yeah, Dolphins they're the one that can spoil this. And they're the only one that I think can spoil this.
I don't think I would touch this just based off the odds discrepancy versus the one that we just did to finish last.
Plus 500 for Saints.
Plus
Titans.
500 for 3 teams, and then let's get 4 teams with a potential fringe playoff team.
Well, all you need is for the Saints, Browns, or Titans to finish third in their division. None of those teams are going to the playoffs. But if one of them finishes third,
we just did the win totals for both the Souths.
I know. All right,
I'm selling that one. I like that trio dead last. I thought was the best combination of like potential and payout combo. which is a part of the strategy, right? It's like, what's your ROI on your bet?
Right. All right, we got some touchdown totals from individual players that we'll touch here on the other side of it. Folks, be sure to stick with us. August 26th is officially FanDuel's Future Day. That's tomorrow. We're getting ready for it today. A brand new holiday for football fans who live for both predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champion before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. So take a flyer on the MVP race. Maybe you think Baker Mayfield or Jared Goff gets that done this year. Or you can crown your Super Bowl champion. Do the Eagles repeat? Are the Chiefs back in it? Lions, Bills, Packers. Get in on that if you have a hunch, or parlay some division winners together and get yourself a nice payout. So visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. Welcome back, folks. We have an important request for you. Locked On wants to hear from you. We put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcasts even better. This is your chance to tell us what you like, what you don't, and answer questions about our advertising. Go to lockedonpodcasts.com/survey to get started. Everyone who completes a survey will be entered for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Again, that is lockedonpodcasts.com/survey. You can also find the link in today's show notes, and we appreciate you for helping out. You just check out that QR code if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you could just do the QR code
right to it.
Camera on your phone, and
yeah,
I got it up. I'm gonna put a random listener's name on it to double your chance to win.
Oh, wow.
The Amazon. How's that?
I don't know if that's how that works, but it's nice of you. How about this one? Nico Collins, Ladd McConkey combined for 2,500 receiving yards and 16 receiving touchdowns.
16's that's a handsome number.
It's a handsome number. I think Nico could be good for 1,500 receiving yards this year.
What is the odds on this bet?
Plus 600.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, I should have. I know. I should have said that. Yeah.
Excuse me. Plus 600. Okay, so I believe correct me if I'm wrong, but my Chargers hot take this year for when we did the boldest bets was a McConkey take, right?
You could say that, and I could.
Oh, Joe Marino.
Come on, man. You think I remember that, dude? Got damn brain over here.
You took up all my bold bets. All right, so my bold bet. McConkey becomes 4th member of the franchise to go for 1,300 plus receiving yards in a season.
Feeling good about this 2,500, right?
Right. It was the touchdowns that scares me a little bit.
Can't get 9 and 8. We need 16 on the dot. 8 apiece. That's a pretty good payoff for plus 600.
It's the payoff that makes it.
Yeah.
Would I say, is it more likely to happen than not? No, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Both those guys probably have to play 14 plus games in order to get the raw production that's going to qualify him there. But I mean, a plus 600, you're talking my language there, because I don't think that's outside of the realm of realistic possibility for either one of those guys to have a season that would qualify for half or 60% of that.
Look at it like this. What do you think on the low end of combined targets? 250 combined targets for Collins.
Low end, yeah.
That's a low end. Up to 300, I think, is reasonable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have 250 to 300 targets combined to those two players to get 2,500 receiving yards and 16 touchdowns. Might not pass that one up. How about this one at plus 170? Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, both in contract years. Well, they're contract extension eligible after this season.
Years, yeah.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
These guys are not playing in 2026 without new deals. All right. They combined for 2,500 plus rushing yards, plus 170.
So feel good about. I guess the weird wonky thing outside of injuries for this one, it's 2,500 rushing yards combined.
2,500 rushing yards.
They both do have like another back in their backfield.
They sure do. Algier and Montgomery.
Right.
You think 1,300 for Jamir?
Go ahead.
Bijan, what? 14?
If they play to their capabilities, yeah. Jamir had 1,400 last year.
Well, and Montgomery missed 4 games. Matters, right?
Yeah. And then Bijan had 304 carries and 1,456 yards. They should put a touchdown layer on this. Do you know how many rushing touchdowns these two guys had combined last year?
Well, Gibbs led the league in touchdowns, right?
In rushing touchdowns?
Well, total touchdowns. They get 21 or 22?
20. And he also had 16 rushing touchdowns, was also led the league in rushing touchdowns.
From distance. I think he tied with James Cook. Would you have had that? James Cook and Jamir Gibbs as your rushing touchdown leaders?
No.
A couple of smaller explosive backs.
They combined for 30 rushing touchdowns last year because Bijan had 14.
Jeez. Healthy. I'm sure you can parlay that together if you want.
You could parlay it together. I think the challenge, right, is, I mean, they had over 550 carries last year combined. It's a lot of workload volume that is probably not super sustainable with how the league has gone, but they're also both in year 3. Like, this is the time. I'd probably put, I'm going to be in on this one.
You like it?
Yeah. The payout's not great, but I like it. I think it's more likely to happen than not, and because we're getting plus odds, therefore I would take it.
I dig it. This one feels pretty good. Plus 350. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Nico Collins. So far, so good, right? Those are good players.
Like, it's good company.
Each record a 60-plus yard reception. This is happening, right? This is happening for sure.
Hold the phone.
Plus 350.
We're doing some real-time homework action here.
Well, I can tell you Collins and Chase are getting this. Chase is going to take a
Chase
screen for 60 yards. I don't even need air yards there. Collins is catching a couple of bombs that are at least 60 yards.
Okay, so what was Justin Jefferson's long reception last season? Do you know?
So you're going to tell me it's 40 yards or something like that.
No, I'm not.
70? I have no idea.
Was 97.
Oh, that's helpful. There we go. We'll clear that by 37 yards.
Jamar Chase's long reception last year was 70. And then our third player is Nico Collins.
Yeah, I guarantee. I think I saw it against Rasul Douglas and Cole Bishop trying to figure 67. Out who's. Yeah, I know all about it.
All right, so in the last 3 years combined, how many times have these 3 receivers not had a 60-plus yard reception in a season?
Never.
Okay, so Nico is the last 3 years 67, 75 in 2023, and then 58 in 2022.
And that was his rookie year when he was not even.
No. That was his second year.
Okay.
But he had about equal production to his rookie year, where he had 33 and 37 receptions.
Was Stroud his quarterback?
No.
Okay.
Stroud got drafted in 23.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, 70, 76, 60, and then 82 as a rookie in 21.
We're good.
So
he's played with 8,000 different quarterbacks. Yep.
Justin Jefferson, 97, 52, 64. And then his second year in 2021, he had 56, and then as a rookie, he had 71. So both of these guys are – Chase is a lock.
Chase is a lock.
Justin Jefferson's done it every other year for all 5 years of his career. This would be an off year for him. So you do have to buck the law of averages based off of what has happened so far, where it's happened 3 times, it hasn't 2 times, and it alternates every other year, and he did it last year. I think this is what's the payout odds here?
Plus 350.
Yeah, I think this is it's an ambitious number for all 3 of those guys to clear, but I would be in on that.
All right, I got one queued up on the other side of it that involves Ashton Genty, George Pickens, and Devontae Adams. We'll do that here next, folks. Be sure to stick with us. This episode is presented by Yahoo Fantasy. The NFL season is right around the corner, and you can feel the buzz. Fantasy football season is here. Everyone's researching, drafting, and building their championship squads. If you haven't joined a league yet, now's the time, and it's all happening on Yahoo Fantasy. This year I'm playing on Yahoo Fantasy And you should too, whether it's your first ever league or a veteran creating your millionth league. Yahoo Fantasy is loaded with fun ways to compete and brand new features that make the game even better. With season kickoff on September 4th, now is the time to start playing Yahoo Fantasy Football, which offers so many fun ways to compete. And if you're looking for some new ways to try out the Yahoo Fantasy Guillotine League mode. This is what I'm interested in this year. I'm doing it for the first ever time, where the lowest scoring team gets eliminated weekly until there's one team left standing. So, that'd not be fun to be the team that gets knocked out in week 1. But hey, every week you feel like you got a good shot. Just don't be the worst team. I'm excited to try that out. So, get in on the action. The NFL season kicks off on September 4th, so don't wait. Start your league now. Draft now at yahoofantasy.com/LockedOnNFL. That's yahoofantasy.com/LockedOnNFL. All right. Yeah, here it is. So here's it's a 3-leg parlay. It's plus 500. Let's start there. I feel like I got to make sure I get that out there. Plus 500. Ashton Genty over 1,050 rushing yards. George Pickens less than 950.5 receiving yards. And Devontae Adams over 925 receiving yards. We feel good about Ashton Genty with 1,050, right?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, Pickens has 900 or less receiving yards in 2 of his first 3 seasons in the NFL. So, and he's got to share it with CD.
Yeah.
They get a zone buster tight end who I think could be a volume piece and
paid him, right?
Chunks. Yeah, they paid him, Jake Ferguson. So, okay. And then Devontae Adams, you said over 925?
Yeah, over 925. I feel pretty good about that. I think there's volume there.
He managed to go over 1,000 last year with the Raiders and Jets.
Jeez. Yeah, he's Stafford and the Rams.
As long as he's healthy.
As long as he's healthy. Of course. Yeah, that's always the layer to this. I feel good about this.
Yeah, I like this one too.
Because I still think Schottenheimer's going to want to run the ball a little bit too. I know they don't really have a back, but.
So, it was, let me know what your thoughts are on this idea. I know we're not doing takes on takes today, but John Shipley, who does Jaguars for SI, did a 53-man roster projection and alluded to Jacksonville potentially looking to move one of their top 2 backs with Bigsby and ETN. Either one of those, if I'm Dallas, I'm calling.
For sure.
I would especially like Bigsby. Like, I was surprised to hear him not say, hey, ETN in the contract year looking to. Bigsby's got 2 years left on his contract as a rookie contract player. Just a physical, not super sexy, but like a masher who gets hard yards. I'd be really enamored with the idea if Jacksonville is indeed looking to embrace the youth movement in the backfield and have kind of the skill specificity for certain backs for certain roles. So that, I think, could kind of help Dallas with what you're talking about with wanting to run the football and maybe having an opportunity to do it.
There's not a skill set that the Cowboys shouldn't be interested in at running back.
Right.
Whatever it is. And Jadon Blue's got a little ankle deal or something already.
Yeah, it was a low ankle. And he had a foot thing at the beginning of camp. It was on the same leg. So a little banged up, which is a concern with the smaller backs, right? Like,
yeah,
that's what makes the James Cook, Jahmyr Gibbs rushing touchdown total so incredible, right?
You could convince me those touchdown totals will be way less than they were last year, or you could tell me they're right back. They're very, very weird seasons, especially James Cook, because his percentage of like inside the 5 rushes were not what is typical to that type of touchdown production. All right, how about this one? Plus 800. Plus 800. These 3 teams win their divisions. The Bills, the Texans, and the Rams.
Plus 800?
Plus 800.
Yeah.
If each of those teams win the division. Plus 800.
Yeah.
What don't we know?
The competitive nature of the NFC West.
But plus 800 for
But
the team
plus
that you kind of
800.
think is going to win it.
I'd be willing to do. I don't want to be disrespectful to the teams in the AFC East and the AFC South, but that's almost like just betting the Rams at plus 800 to win the West.
That's exactly how I feel.
And what is the actual line to get the Rams to win the West?
I can find that out.
I know the Bills are minus 270 to win the East. I don't know what Houston is to win the South.
Divisions, here it is. So they're plus 200. The favorite is the Niners at plus 155.
So you are getting the Rams at 4x the odds to win the West versus two overwhelming favorites to win these other two divisions.
Yeah. That seems pretty good.
I know what I would be doing.
All right, so let's do some individual player props to close this out. Right now, you can get Baker Mayfield at plus 120 to pass for 4,000 yards.
Yes.
You dig? You dig?
Yes, I do.
Do you think that any of these quarterbacks throw for 4,500 yards? You can get Joe Burrow at plus 155 to pass for 4,500 yards.
Yes.
Feels very good.
I mean, he was just short of 5,000 last year.
Right. That feels pretty strong to me. You can get CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, and Brian Thomas. Any one of those guys at plus 100 or better for 1,250 receiving yards.
Well, we just did Nico Collins as a part of a combo with Ladd McConkey for 2,500. So if you think Nico does half of that total, that feels like a good name. And what were the other two names? Sorry, I just kind of zoomed in.
Brian Thomas, Brian Thomas, Nico Collins, and I scanned off of it.
Moved away.
Yeah.
Control F, Brian Thomas.
Well, you don't understand what I'm looking at. There's no going back.
Draft needs new technology.
Yeah.
I think at least I feel really good about the outlook of Nico Collins. And Brian Thomas obviously had a wonderful rookie season. It's more so just new offensive system and how they take and Trevor and him being on the field and all that.
All right. We have quarterback over unders for passing yards. Any quarterback in particular you'd like me to throw?
Like you to throw quarterback. Well done.
I didn't even mean to do that. How about this? Sam Darnold, Kyle Crabb's fantasy quarterback. One of them.
One of them. I got four.
Kyle perked up. He's like, okay, baby, let's talk Sam Darnold.
Yeah, let's go Sam Darnold.
Passing totals. Where do you think they have it at? What's the over under? And it's minus 114 either side of it. What do you think it's at?
36.50.5.
Ooh, you're smashing the over. They have it at 3,350.5.
3,350.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking that, right?
In the year 2025? That's the for 17 games?
Yes.
I'm taking the over.
You have Tua, right? That's one of your fantasy quarterbacks. They have that at 3,425.5.
See, that doesn't pass the sniff test to me. How does Tua have a higher number than Sam Darnold when Tua, like you, again, I don't want to be respectful. You got to bake in like 3 missed games. I think he's missed 4 games or more in 3 of the last 4 seasons.
You're probably staying away from this one because if he's healthy, he's getting this.
Correct.
If he plays, if he's 15 starts, I think you get this out of Tua.
I think you get it in less than 15.
Right.
He could have had that last year if he didn't miss the last 2 games of the season against the Jets and the Browns.
He missed what, 6 games? How many games did he miss last year?
He missed
6.
He had the 4-game IR stint, and then he missed the last 2 games of the season.
6.
Yeah.
And he had how many passing yards?
It was like 2,900.
So you need like 13 or 14 starts. You got a shot.
You get 14 starts out too. He's gonna hit that number.
Yeah. You have Michael Penix as well, right?
Michael Penix, yeah. He was
3,000
the buy low option as the backup for on bye weeks in this super flex league.
3,400.5.
I probably wouldn't play with that one.
You're nervous about it.
They got a good running game. The blindside tackle's going to miss some time. Caleb McGarry's hurt. Penix himself is super high variance, where I don't really know where it's going to go. And Darnold's high variance, and Tua from an injury perspective is high variance, but that's the one I would have the least amount of compulsion to actually put money on.
How about this one? Josh Allen, 3,775.5.
Over.
Well, he didn't hit it last year in his MVP season.
I don't care.
They're going to throw that. I tend to agree. I think his receivers are.
I would bet Josh Allen to go over 4,000 every single year between now and when he retires. How's that?
No, he did it for the 5 seasons prior to last year, and that was the problem. He needed to throw for less than 4,000 yards to be the MVP. I think that's
just have Josh Allen hand the ball off the first 25 plays every game, right? Just like you check the boxes for Josh Allen under 4,000, and running back gets 25 carries in a game.
You parlay that with the Bills have never been to the Super Bowl in a preseason where Josh Allen plays. I mean, I feel like we're pulling all the right strings here. Correlation
or causation.
Yeah.
We'll end this podcast the way that it started. Correlation versus causation. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, we appreciate you guys for checking out the show. Make it a great rest of your day. I am out of here. Joe is out of here. We got cuts tomorrow. We'll react to cuts in the middle of the week. We got takes on takes at the end of the week. FanDuel's Futures Day is tomorrow, August 26th, over on FanDuel Sportsbook. We did some homework for you for things that we liked. Make sure you swing over, check it out for yourself, get in on the action tomorrow, and come on back, see us again, and get in on this action with us again tomorrow as well.